Hey, welcome back to Peculiar Potions. Despite the name of the series being Potions, it's something yet to be achieved, and there's somewhere I need to go if I want to see it through. So, with the key now in hand to make it there, it seems due time to construct a portal to the Nether. Alright, well, it's finally about that time. The last main item on our to-do list here, before we finally achieve potion... Okay. You really? You still nom me despite my shield? Man, alright, I'm gonna go to sleep before I get too carried away with things. This is ridiculous. Okay, it's finally that time for the Nether portal, and it's a bright new day, but I guess this isn't exactly where we're lingering to enjoy. I mean, we'll still be here for a couple days. It's gonna be a little bit of a project here, and I figure I can't just randomly plop something like a Nether portal down. I gotta make an actual structure for it, as we do with all things, as all things should be. Footage was looking kind of jumpy on OBS there, so here's hoping that it wasn't lagging like crazy, and if it is, well, that's not great. Anyway, for a potential place to put this, I was thinking maybe somewhere over here. Like at the top. One, it's next to the map room, the place that's all about like cartography and mapping out the world and finding out more about what's out there. And it's kind of overlooking the whole hideaway here. If I can make some sort of tower here, I think that'd be pretty neat, but still tucked in here enough that it's not visible from the outside here. Yeah, so the mountains will still kind of hide it away, but have some sort of tower over here. Now, I've mentioned at the beginning of this series some of the key inspirations that I had of, Minecraft adventures that I watched like forever ago. One of which was Pulsar's Jr.'s Survive and Thrive back when. I remember tuning into that a whole lot like a decade ago. My goodness, time flies. And one of the things that he did was construct a Tower of Power, which was made out of nether brick, if I recall. Either netherrack or nether brick or some such like that. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. I don't have any nether brick right now, and that's loud. Maybe I'll continue talking when we're on the other side. Anyway, I knew that it would be a bit faster to start from here. Anyway, I know that I don't exactly have any nether brick right now, as cool as that would be, so I might just grab some quick and then construct it out of that. Because I guess I could construct it with like basalt or something like that. That might actually be cool. But I feel like the most fitting thing would probably just be like nether brick. And I kind of want to make my own Tower of Power. So that's, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do. So it's been a while since I've come over here, but I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. And probably it's somewhere along this river that I'm looking for. I've been here a few times. There, that's what I'm looking for. I remember building that like way long ago. Fairly certain it wasn't as part of this series. I gave you cactus the last time that I came and yoinked stuff here for you've got no space in your chest, man. Dang it. Yeah, but dang it, whatever, I'll make a chest. Here, and then that opens a slot. Here, for your troubles. There you go. Now I'm taking your stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I came here, like, trading with villagers and stuff before. Here, I want to construct my Tower of Power, so I'm grabbing some stuff that I can use here. Yeah, this should probably be more than enough. Let's leave a couple of rows there. Yeah, that seems good. Netherrack's really easy to mine. Like, a few diamonds for that is a more than fair trade, right? Probably. But yeah, I would just like to construct a tower that is rather fitting, and so this is what's gonna happen. Now, I have been to the Nether before, namely through that portal, and I could always just like pop in, grab the stuff that I need for potions, and then pop on out again. But I don't want to just, dip in and out. I want to establish something proper there. I want to establish like a proper, unfortunate, a proper base there. A home camp of sorts. Is that water? Okay, yeah, that definitely is water. But yeah, I wanted to establish something proper so that I have a safe place that I can return to while in the Nether, because Nether is a kind of dangerous place. I want to come in prepared, establish a proper base of operations. I wonder if this cave somehow leads into the hideaway. That's not an adventure for today. Want to establish a proper base of operations where we can base everything out of. Wow, I'm gonna make it all the way back home before it even becomes night. Amazing. But yeah, you can't just go to another dimension without establishing a proper base of operations. I feel like it'll make the workflow there a whole lot better, not needing to dip back and forth. Just having a proper base there. And I guess I'll move this if it's not growing. Yeah, just put it there, and maybe it'll grow the next time I come and see it. Now, back when I played Minecraft, like forever ago, there was only one way to get nether bricks, and that was from another fortress. I'm fairly certain, unless I'm going crazy. And thanks to a quick Google search, according to the interwebs, it is possible to get nether bricks through netherrack. So that is what I'm going to try and do here. So let's see. Here's the place where I can smelt things for free with my absolutely insane amount of bamboo that we have here, which, yeah, the facility's all the way full to the brim. It's not even grabbing anymore right now, so I may as well see if I can smelt some stuff up. Yeah, okay. And, oh, I might need to clear some stuff out here. No, there's enough space. So, nether bricks? Yeah, nether bricks. And apparently, you can use those to craft nether brick blocks. So yeah, I'll shove this all in here. Let's find out. Yes! Apparently that is indeed a thing that I can do. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this going for a little while, and I'll be back here in a little bit. Oh, out of curiosity before I do that, yeah. This might be good for bringing some stuff to smelt on the nether trip. You can use lava buckets as well for smelting there, since you can just like scoop up a bucket of lava and that'll smelt like 100 items, but how often am I really gonna have like 100 items to smelt? This might be better pocket smelting material, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some more dried kelp blocks, because this has been running for quite a while. I need to rearrange my inventory here. Yeah. This should make for some pretty good pocket smelting material on our time away. Alright, well, I've now given this like half a day and honestly kind of forgot that I had Minecraft open until I saw that it was open at the bottom. This is all done now, and I currently have 3 pieces of bamboo in my hand that your guess is as good as mine. I guess from the facility just like overflowing or something or other, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I assume that's full to the brim here again. Oh, it's not! Okay. So where does it go until? Hold on. Okay, so that chest is still full, but, okay. Well, somewhere over here... Oh, yeah, so to right there. So it's not completely full to the brim, but, you know, pretty close when we talk about all these chests. Yeah, it's quite the good facility, but yeah. Spooky mystery of 3 bamboo. Alright, yeah, let's just see here. If I just, like... No. Oh, I guess I can't just shift them all in then. Gotta rearrange one. This will probably be enough for my purposes. Probably. Yeah. It's not like it's gonna be a big tower. Probably. Like, it just needs to be a little thing that holds it. Am I hearing a zombie? I'm going crazy. I might be losing my mind. I mean, it's kind of hard to hear with all the stuff here at this farm. I don't know what's up with those weird lighting effects either. Yeah, so what else am I gonna need for this build? Maybe I should just gather all my materials right now. Maybe I'll have a little bit of stone that can be made into regular bricks as well if I need it. I'll save this for later. We'll do that last. Let's grab some of this. I guess I still have 3 stacks here. I'm gonna need to mine it into a, you know, cobble deep slate if I want to use it. Where did I put my other pickaxe? It's probably in a chest over there or something. Totally is. Oh yeah, there's a dark oak as well that I probably have a whole lot of in another chest that I should probably use instead. Probably have a whole bunch up by the tree farm. Yeah, if I'm gonna be working on the path here, I'm going to need that. And probably some regular cobblestone as well. Yeah, my inventory's getting pretty full. I had a couple chests in my inventory from last time, and I just threw them in there, so I can use them now. Yeah, I'm sure I left a bunch of stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, I can still use a lot of this. I'm gonna need to repair that before we delve into this other realm. So, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a task. But I wouldn't mind having this path kind of wind up around this way. We might need to have some areas that are just like stairs straight up. Have a little bit of a plains kind of area here, and we can do bee stuff here later. I put a jungle tree here? Wow, I'm a weirdo. And then kind of have it snake around over to here. And then, yeah. And then we'll have this way over to the cartography shack. And then we can have the Tower of Power that gets constructed up here. So maybe I'll make the Tower of Power first. And then figure out my path from there. That's what might make sense. Let's just put a bunch of stuff in here. Wow. No, must be orderly-ish. There, something like that. And yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and start digging stuff out here. Wait, should I dig out too much? What if it looks like the tower is like built into the ground and emerges from it? I don't know. I'll figure it out here. The time had finally come for one of the most important projects around here, and the thing that would finally unlock the path towards potions, the whole name of this series. Because I wanted to make my Tower of Power up here, I wanted to start digging things out a little bit. Make it look like this area was dug into a bit, and not just put a tower on top of this not so stable looking ground. Clear a little bit of a flat area that would be a lot more fitting for a tower. Phantoms would continue to harass me during this project, but I just didn't really care. I remained laser focused on this build, though they did start to get a bit annoying here, I will admit. And at the time, I also might have forgotten that there's a bed right in the cartography shack. Whoops. I was going to figure out exactly what my dimensions of the tower here would be. Now, if I recall from the Survive and Thrive series that I saw forever ago, I believe that it was 2 towers that were connected by a bridge, some sort of connection there. So I figured, what if I played into that? But instead of going in a straight line, I go a little bit diagonal here. So I wanted to have one large tower adjacent to a smaller tower. The larger tower could contain a lot more of the tools that I would be using around the Tower of Power, like we could have a small miniature potion brewery down there, and the smaller tower would be the thing that holds our portal. It would be a little bit higher up, and I couldn't make these towers too big right now because I only had so much nether brick, so these would be pretty small towers. That means that there's not really going to be much room for stairs inside or anything like that, so we'll just have to go around from the outside to get to the workshop bottom level. I wasn't going to set up the portal right now, that's something that would come later, so I just put these markers here for now, of whatever that kind of stone is called, because I'm unfamiliar with it, the marble looking stuff. Luckily, I also finally remembered that, oh yeah, there's a bed right in the cartography shack. I should use that. I decided to make stairs going across the towers here, and then I figured from the opposite side of the portal, like where the stairs are leading down here, I could make an entrance up to the tower that way. Because stairs were not going to fit there, a ladder would be a little bit awkward and weird, so let's just make an entrance proper here. So very much playing into the idea of bottom level is workshop and top level is how we actually get to this other dimension. I wanted to use some more deep slate, but again, I only had so much cobble deep slate that I had already burned through. I had silk touch deep slate, but I couldn't exactly use that all that well in building. So, just like the last project, I needed to go at it mining more deep slate here. I have learned my lesson, and anytime that I go mining deep slate again, I'm just gonna do it with a non-Silk Touch pickaxe. Now I know. I suppose that's how we live and learn, right? So now with the rest of the deep slate in hand, I was able to use deep slate tile fences here, or deep slate tile walls, I should say, which I felt looked a little bit better than just the normal deep slate walls that I had around in Chestal. Then I started using the tiles to make the flooring for the workshop here a little bit, and deciding exactly how I wanted to have this formed. I didn't think that I'd be using any glass in this build initially, so I had to run and get some, and made a little bit of a window for the main tower there. And I'd also put up some deep slate walls to help it look like there's supports that help keep this whole thing together. Put down a furnace, crafting table, several chests, and you can't see it in this shot, but in front of the window I put a little bit of a table space that I figured a couple brewing stands would be able to go down the line. While not letting the ceiling be all the way at, like, the floor of what we step on up there, bring something a little bit closer so it looks like it's a little bit more structurally sound. While extending my deep slate tile arches here to make it look like they're helping support the overall structure as well. Then I would pretty up the bottom a little bit since it looked a little bit jarring with all the jagged edges of just blocks, so I'd replace a lot of the undersides with stairs. So this involved a whole lot of running around it, seeing what looked off, and just patching up everything that needed patching up here. A little bit of trouble on that corner, but that's a-okay there. Then it was time to get started on the proper entrance here. It's kind of unfortunate that the chest was in the way. It was pretty darn full of my building materials, so I just kind of work around it for now as I made the way in here. I'd pretty much run out of nether bricks by this point, so I just extended it out from deep slate tiles there, which I think looks pretty alright as well. Maybe not amazing, but it'll get the job done. Then, of course, repairing some of the hill that I dug out here to make the tower very much look like it's built into the side of the hill. And then it would be time to start working on this path. There was no real easy way to just have everything directly connect together, considering the very difficult terrain here for building things on. You know, in the past, in Minecraft, I probably would have built a lot of things along relatively flat land. This very much reminds me of playing Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day on very small parks that have elevation all over the place, and I would have to get a little bit more creative. So I wasn't sure how I was going to extend it down from there, so I was like, alright, let's go develop the other side a little bit, and they'll meet in the middle. I'll figure it out here. So, from the lava farm here, I decided to continue extending the path upward. Of course, there was one of the caves that I had previously blocked up, as you still see the sign in front of there, so I needed to fill in a little bit more of it for the sake of this path being able to go through, and dig into the hill in ways that I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but it seems like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this if I want to develop the path through here. So then I figured, what if I just use a lot of my dark oak and I construct a bit of a bridge down? Because there's no way that I make a fully natural path all the way down in something this uneven, using just stairs and slabs. Of course, I would want this to be a little bit of a mini hub here to have the path go out in two different directions. You can either go upwards towards the Tower of Power, or you can go to the left here to make it to the cartography shack and the workshop underneath the Tower of Power. So finally, the cartography shack was looking a little bit better with a path properly leading up to it. Just go ahead and till, or whatever the term is when you use that with a shovel, a decent bit of the land, and also replace a decent bit with gravel, and then make the path up to the workshop. Now there was easy access around everything that was here, but I still needed to extend it down to connect it to the path underneath. A lot of these trees would end up being in the way, and I would need to move a few beehives in the process using my Silk Touch pickaxe, just moving them to some of the other trees in the area. Since these few trees would have to go here, but the rest could stay. And I could always replant more trees around this later now that I have a firm idea of what the path going through here is looking like. So I extended the wooden bridge, stairwell, whatever you want to call it, down to here, and then completed the rest of my path, so that there was an easy way up, without having to parkour all the way up every time I want to go get a map, or go interact with the Tower of Power. So I just prettied this up a little bit, trying to make it look semi-random and like a well-used path, with the ways that I placed gravel. Then it was time to fix up the stairwell a little bit. make some proper entrances and exits here. Need to interact with my crafting table up there when I was missing things like fences that I need. And now, actually making good use of that cartography shack bed, unlike before. Of course, a bee came out and hung out with me there for a little bit, getting stuck. And I have to make some posts here. I wouldn't want this to be completely dark over here. I want to see where I'm going if I'm navigating this during the night. So, a very simple stairwell design, nothing super fancy here. I don't think I could build a fancy looking stairwell in Minecraft if I tried, but this is more about function rather than aesthetic here. If it's getting the job done, then that's good. Continuing to make some lampposts down there, so I can see my way all the way up the path in the dark. Making sure that everything here was getting adequate light, because at the end of the day, I would love everything around here to be lit up with lanterns, not torches. And with that, we now have a path going past the lava farm here, extending all the way up into what was previously uncharted territory here in the hideaway, apart from the cartography shack, which didn't exactly have easy access to it. I built it with the idea that I would make a path later, and now here it is, finally the path, and we can even go past it and into the workshop area here, with lots of storage for all sorts of materials, a place that we can do some basic brewing as we experiment with some different potion recipes. And if we take our path back to the stairwell here, we can make our way even further up to another area here that might be interesting to develop for another purpose sometime later. But going this way, we can make it up to the top of the Tower of Power, where we now have the potential to make it to a whole nother world. With that, the Tower of Power is nearly complete. Now, the only thing left to do is to create the portal and light it. Well, it is a new day. The successfully created Tower of Power over there with a little bit of a different color scheme than the frame is going to have at the end of the day. You might notice that my inventory has a bit of an interesting look right now. Like, here's a whole bunch of supplies, and that's because we are starting to get ready to actually use that. But I can only take in this much inventory worth of stuff, which means I wouldn't mind having an additional way to bring in more supplies. And the best way to do that is through ender chests, which is something that I cannot actually craft myself right now because one of the ingredients is blaze powder, and you can only get that on the other side. But if I just use an existing ender chest on the overworld, I figure there's nothing that's going to stop me from just creating an ender chest on the other side and then having access to these supplies. So I've gathered together these supplies, and I figured I would make a trip to spawn and fill an ender chest's worth of stuff. Because I'm fairly certain that there's an ender chest at spawn. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. I don't remember whether there was exactly or not, but I'm sure that there will be one there. I am almost out of food here, so... Did I have that. Maybe I can just bring that for this trip. I'm sure I have some more stuff around here somewhere. I can always just trade for like a stack of melons too, just to make sure that I'm well stocked up for this little spawn trip. I know that I have a whole bunch of cooked meat around just from trading with the villagers in the past. Here were just a couple random boats that I had in like the tools chest, so I figure I may as well put them to some good use here and all that. I guess I kind of need 2 maps. Should I just leave one of these here? I already left my bow behind there because I figured I should fill up this whole inventory here. Also, this is about how many bars of gold I had, and this is about how many bars of iron I had. Would have been nice to have a full stack, but oh well. I also did take the time to fully repair these. Go ahead and grind out some levels at the skeleton farm and make sure that everything's fully repaired, especially considering this was in the last little smidge of health after this project here. Do I just leave behind one of these boats? Do I leave behind the bucket? I can just leave something in one of these chests. Sorry, oak boat. Spruce boat's cooler. Yeah, let's see here. Oops. I need to M1, right? Yeah. I can always just leave behind the shield. Oh, no. That's not... Leave this behind. Anyway, it's been quite a time, this whole adventure here, hasn't it? What must have been going on for technically like a year and a half now. Taking a bit longer than expected. Difficult to get around to doing things and staying on top of stuff as much as I originally thought that I'd be able to. After getting things underway, it became evidently clear how much more difficult it is when working on something like this, especially amidst other life stuff that I can't go around that way. Other projects and everything else to figure out and stuff to deal with and all that. Man, I am realizing how much less I go through the cooked meat as opposed to melons. It's been a while since I've had melons there instead. I burn through them a whole lot quicker. But I think over the past year and a half of doing this and making gradual progress away in the hideaway, it slowly became more and more evident what an ask it was, and more of an ask, I guess, it turned out to be than I initially thought. I don't know how to best put things into words. More melons. Yeah, it just, wasn't quite exactly what I thought it might shape up to be. Turned out to be a little bit much more than I can handle. But that'll all change soon enough. Oh my goodness, like jump scaring me out here. I'm honestly surprised at what good time that I've made here. To show that things are a little bit closer than I initially thought. Maybe I was just taking a whole lot more time mapping things out the last time that I came here. I mean, the sun is going down now, but this wasn't half bad time. Barely even see my map. I honestly, in the big scheme of things, don't really know what exactly I'm doing anymore, but one thing at a time. I know what path to take here. Maybe this wasn't quite as good of time as I initially thought. Seeming like. Pretty sure one would reach spawn by following this map, right? Turtles. Bee. One better sneak up on me right now. Imagine. It's exactly the time that I would fully expect a creeper explosion or someone else to be doing something there. You know how that feels where you set a goal, but never really feel like you're making progress towards it, and had a little bit of a loss for what to do. Well, that, at least I will soon here be moving towards potions. The goal that was set long ago, I'll be making good on what I set out to do. Really hope my microphone isn't cutting out as I'm doing more whispery tones. Because that has happened in previous recordings where OBS is just like, oh, you said something, but it wasn't quite at the volume that I expected, and I'm fairly certain there isn't all that serious of a noise gate on me. I'm still just not going to pick it up anyway. Okay, swamp. This is a good sign. I honestly have no idea where spawn is at this point, though. I trekked back here once before, but I just don't remember where the heck this thing is. I thought it was on my map. Can I get a bit of a lookout? Oh. Oh. What? Okay, this isn't spawn. This is not spawn, but I don't think I'm far off now. In fact, that might even be it right there. Here it is. Here's spawn. I'm getting these lily pads on my inventory so I can... my boat again. I might need to use it. That was not here the last time I was here. That is new. going on with that? Hold on. There's gotta be an ender chest, like, around here. Is there not one in the building? There's... Huh. Well, okay then. Yeah, this was definitely not here. Oh, that's a sheep. This is... Whoa. That is quite the map. Crystal Lake. Huh. Here's Spawn. I guess that was one building that we saw over there. It's connected to a village. Yeah, this is quite the creation here. Been there. I've been here. I remember going across there. Fairly certain. I think that my base is somewhere over this way. Doesn't look like the map has reached it yet. Oh. That's only a matter of time before maybe the hideaway stops being so hidden away. And in fact, it seems like that time has already happened here. Yeah. Let's see here. Here's some supplies for on the other side. It'll be my task to complete. To get the blaze powder necessary to access these goods. As for those who don't know how ender chests work, you open an ender chest and it'll always be the same inventory. So if I put down another ender chest, it'll be the same inventory. I take pickaxe out of the inventory over here and it'll vanish from this one over here. Like, it can travel across dimensions. It is a way to take things places. So, yeah. But there's my supplies secured. Now it's just up to actually securing them on the other side here. Yeah, that... Not expecting that. On a different note, server recently updated to 1.20.2, and I don't really know how to roll it back, and Optifine is not yet out for 1.20.2. So I tried to get my shaders working with a different means, and I've noticed it, but I didn't really think about it too much. The leaves are definitely different. Everything that I'm doing now is definitely for the sake of that goal that I set. Firing potions exactly like I said I would. Oh, I mean, at this point, is there even really much a point after all this? Would be anyone that would even remember or care about that goal? It's been a hot second. There's been a lot of other stuff going on. I mean, even if I'm doing this all at this point to fire potions, it's been so long. Anyone really care or remember all that much at this point? Is time even really that much of a factor in that regard? Potions is a pretty basic game mechanic, not really much of a goal. Which I guess says a whole lot about still not having gained it to this point. Is that? Wait, stop! That's actually familiar, right? Oh, yeah. How'd I get 3? I never had it mapped out. I was just going around the outskirts of what I had mapped before and filling stuff in on the way home, but I think this is actually, yeah, one of the first mysterious sights that was seen when trekking out into the world. But really, let's face it. You've got to be kidding me right now. I should not have had the water bucket there. Come on. But let's face it, I really don't need a reminder as to why it is I'm doing what I'm doing. I've got a goal that I set. It's going to get seen through. If it doesn't, well, then I guess it doesn't. Yeah, I don't remember if the leaves were always like this or if it's just some weird shader thing going on where it's different because I'm not using Optifine or what might be happening there. I guess I can just take the river from here. I'm never quite sure of these things. See a difference, and I'm not quite sure what brought that about. There's all those issues early on where trees were even losing their leaves randomly, and I didn't really know what was going on with that, but I don't really know if that was a server issue or if they were always like that, or if I'm just kind of at that point where I have just fallen completely out of touch, you know, see something off and put some blame out there, like surely something must have caused this when maybe it was really that way all along, like the leaves looking the way that they do now. I'll be none the wiser. It's high time that I stop the fault and everything. Just accepting that this is the way that things are and it's not going to change. Not like anything can be done to change the past. And it just is what it is. Each day's a new day, right? Yeah, all across the surrounding landscape here we have these little testaments to my struggles. What a project this turned out to be. What's going on with the lighting there? Just stuff loading in. But everything is fine and dandy out there. Nothing ever changed. Not like the same can be said over here. Oh, these will go back where they belong. Slowly making a little bit of a clearer picture. I mean, not like it really matters all that much. I swear my shaders are different. The leaves and that. I don't even know. So I'm sure I had a whole bunch of other cooked meat around somewhere. Might be back at the village. Might have to go see about grabbing some stuff because... yeah, these melons. Not quite as great, huh? Alright. Now comes the next step of plans. I am going to need that. I can always craft a boat later. Oh, it was in this chest here. And let's grab that. I can go through the last of those melons there. Alright, time to get stocked up for this journey. Any buckets? I have all that iron that's deposited. I can always make more buckets if I need them. I should probably take them actually and take some water along. I'm fairly certain you can still put some water in cauldrons on the other side. I don't need that. Yeah, let's stock up on, on supplies here. To come prepared. My obsidian. Oh, it's in the chest by the farm there. I have some more over there. Lots of building blocks and things. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't bring any diamonds, but I don't think I need any. I already brought a bunch of that. Chest. I know what I'm going to need a whole lot of. It's a good thing that I made this facility over here producing it. Right? Huh. probably shouldn't appear like that. And this facility might even be able to get more efficient. I think that there's an auto crafter thing being added to the game here soon. Yeah, this is what I could use. Some of that. Then just fill up these water buckets? Or fill up a whole bunch of buckets with water? Maybe? I should have a open slot. 5 buckets should be well enough. I mean, I guess I'll free up an inventory slot by getting rid of these melons too. In a sec. Okay. I don't currently have any arrows for that bow. So, yes. This seems about right. I think I deposited arrows in that ender chest. I don't even remember anymore. Okay. And I've been farming obsidian over here. And yeah, there's a bunch. It's turned into quite the useful facility. Well, I think I have what I need here. I think it's about that time. Make our approach here. Yeah. Tower of Power. That's the power to traverse worlds here. All these placeholders can just come out. For whatever reason, I thought that I had my pickaxes reversed for a hot second there. Nope, Prosper is the Silk Touch one. Hey. Grab that. Then let's put it away. I will take this. Let's see what we can make here. It is about that time. A long, long time since making one of these. There it is. It's been fun, hasn't it? Fun. Now, the other side. Okay. Okay. Well. Yeah, at least there's a lot of open space over here. But, this is, I guess, not the worst position that another portal can spawn in. Don't these guys attack you if you're not wearing gold? Huh. Have some cobblestone at the ready here. Because I'm going to need a way back up there again later. Just for consistency's sake. Huh. Okay. Hi. Huh. You look like you want to be mean. Yeah, that definitely is what I think it is, isn't it? Bit of a familiar sight there, but... Wait. unfortunate. Why is it out? Block missing. That's odd. Well, what? So I'm not getting out through that way. What? You're not even rendered! Weird server things. Yeah, let's get out of here, how about? Oh, there's not really much way to go here. Oh boy. Okay, should I test here? Yeah, you do come after me. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This... I gotta deal with you. Yikes. Should I just... Yeah, I'll just do that then, I guess. Okay. Well, guess I'll have a... Oh my goodness, you have a crossbow too. Have a look around here. Now, this is not exactly the safest place to be, huh? An island over there. Nice, made the jump. Oh boy. So, yeah. You guys are not exactly friendly then, huh? Yeah, this is, not exactly gonna be an easy place to traverse. Terrain here is not exactly the easiest thing to get around, but I'll find a way to make do somehow here where we're away from... No. No, how is he here? As if I'll let you get away. No, oh, come on! No, get me out of here! Where did... He's somewhere in this forest. He has to be. Where could he have gone? It's not like he could have gotten that far in this time. Oh, come on! Now, of all times? He's not here. Please, no. Do not. Come on! Please! I don't see where he went. How could he have gotten past these guys? I don't get it. Get out of here! Come on! It's one. This is about to make two. There we go. Come on! Just take him out with a crossbow. Oh, come on. Portal. Get to the portal. Come on. Oh, God. Come on. Please. All times. Just get to the portal. Portal, right now. That's what's important here. Come on. Just make it there. Where's my way out? Here it was. Hold on. Portal. I gotta get out of here. Just... No. 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 But... No, it's fine. I have obsidian. But... How? I had a flint and steel!